Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm Maya.
And I'm Jack. We are so happy to have you hanging out with us today.
So Jack, let me ask you a quick question. Can you describe your entire day in English without stopping? You know, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. No translating in your head, no long pauses, just natural flow.
Honestly, Maya, if I had to do it on the spot with absolutely no preparation, I might freeze up a little. And you know what? I know a lot of our listeners feel the exact same way. They know all this vocabulary, but when it is time to talk about their actual daily lives, they get stuck.
Exactly. And that is precisely what we are going to fix today. By the end of this episode, you are going to be able to talk about your daily routine clearly and with total confidence. Your normal day is about to become your absolute best English practice, so stay with us.
I love that. But hey, before we dive into the details, we have a tiny favor to ask. If you enjoy our chats, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We have fresh episodes coming out every single week, and we don't want you to miss a thing.
Yes, please do. It helps us so much. Now let's listen to a simple daily routine and break down some of the great English phrasing in it. Here is the story. I wake up at 6:30 a.m. I usually feel a little sleepy, but I try to start my day with a positive attitude. After I wake up, I make my bed. Then I go to the bathroom and brush my teeth. I have a simple breakfast of toast, eggs, and coffee. After breakfast, I get dressed in comfortable clothes. I leave home at 8 a.m. and drive to work. I start at 9 a.m., answer emails, and talk to my colleagues. At noon, I take a lunch break and eat a healthy meal. After work, I exercise, and at night, I read a book before going to bed at 10:30 p.m.
Wow, she is incredibly organized. Waking up at 6:30 in the morning? Maya, I have to be honest, that is way too early for me.
Oh, come on, Jack. 6:30 is a great time to start the day. But did you notice how she started? She said, I wake up. And some people also say, I get up. Is there actually a difference between those two?
That is a classic question. Yes, there is. Wake up is when you actually open your eyes and you are no longer sleeping. But get up is when you physically leave the bed. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m., but I usually get up at 7:15 because I love to stay in my warm, cozy bed for a few extra minutes.
Me too, especially when it's freezing outside. And then she mentions feeling sleepy. I love that word. It is that perfect halfway state where you're not asleep, but you definitely need a coffee.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well. Speaking of which, she also says she makes her bed. Now, Maya, I have a little confession to make to you and everyone listening.
Oh boy, what is it, Jack?
I do not always make my bed. Sometimes I am running super late and I just leave the blankets in a giant pile and run out the door.
Jack, really? But making your bed makes the entire room look so neat and organized.
I know. When I don't do it, my room looks like a hurricane paid a quick visit. But hey, after that, she gets dressed. She chooses comfortable clothes. I am all about comfort. How long does it take you to get dressed in the morning, Maya?
Usually about 20 minutes. But last week, I was so sleepy that I actually put on two completely different socks. One was blue and the other was bright green. I didn't even notice until I was standing in line at the supermarket. I felt so silly.
That is hilarious. Hey, at least you are comfortable, right? That is what matters.
Exactly. Now, she leaves for work at 8 a.m. and she drives. But you usually take the bus, don't you?
I do. I like to look out the window, relax, and listen to some music. It's very peaceful. But yesterday, I decided to ride my bicycle to get some exercise.
Oh, I know. I actually saw you riding yesterday, Jack. You were incredibly hard to miss with that giant, bright yellow helmet.
Hey, safety first, Maya. It's my high visibility safety helmet. No accidents for me.
It was so bright, I could literally see you from a block away. But hey, safety is key. Now let's talk about her workday. She says she talks to her colleagues. That's a really useful word for our listeners.
Yes, colleagues is just a slightly nicer word for coworkers, the people you work with. And then she mentions noon, which is exactly 12 p.m. in the middle of the day, lunchtime. She says she eats a healthy meal.
Right, healthy like salads or fresh fruit, not just eating pizza every single day, Jack.
Hey, pizza has tomato sauce. That's basically a vegetable, right? Just kidding. After work, she exercises to wind down and feel strong. And then she reads a book before sleeping at 10:30 p.m. Reading a book is so much better than staring at a phone screen late at night.
Absolutely. The blue light from phone screens makes it so hard to fall asleep. This whole routine is simple, but it is packed with great practical vocabulary like wake up, get up, make the bed, colleagues, noon, and healthy.
It really is. It shows you don't need super complex academic language to describe your day beautifully.
Well, we want to hear from our listeners now. What is your daily routine? What time do you wake up? And do you actually make your bed every morning? Let us know in the comments.
Yes, please share your routines with us. Well, it's about that time for me to grab my bright yellow helmet and ride on home.
Safe travels, Jack. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening today. Keep practicing your English. Even a little bit every day is a huge victory.
Absolutely. See you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.